why don't you start off by giving my viewers you know, an introduction and some background on yourself?
Oh shit, I'm Serius Jones, man. Jay Renutt's the only great one more, you know, one of the orators of the culture, and just a slick mouth nigga from Jersey that got a lot of opinions. So
slick mouth nigga from Jersey. Damn. Let me. The last thing that I knew, well, I felt that I knew about you was that you was pimping. You left rap to pimp. Is that true?
I don't know what you talking about. I'm just I'm just a macaroni about my cheese. But no, I never left rap, and I don't call myself a pimp. You know what I'm saying? But I'm definitely a Mac. I'm definitely a gentleman of leisure. So I've just basically had my hands in a couple of endeavors that were more so in the nightlife, just because that's what we're familiar with as artists. That's where I've been since I was 16 years old, is in the club, you know, dealing with women and dealing with, you know, just the business of entertainment. So
right.
I definitely, I don't like to run around calling myself a pimp. A lot of other people do, because they don't really understand the game. They don't understand, you know what I'm saying,
okay,
just how to deal with women in business productively. But I've been blessed to have some good ones.
The proper term is man of leisure.
You know, gentlemen of leisure, actually, because there's a lot of men that aren't gentlemen, and honestly, I think that's what gives it a bad name a lot of times too.
Initially, you made your splash by way of the Fight Club, right?
Right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you. I said, yeah, that's correct.
Okay. For those who don't know, I just reintroduced Sam's Guard on my platform, and a lot of people they're not old enough to be well read on the Fight Club platform. Right. Tell me something that you remember vividly about the Fight Club.
I could tell you everything I remember vividly. I mean, first thing that I really loved and gravitate towards the Fight Club was because they just had an energy of just, it was street, but it was like corporate street. Like you had the industry executives and you had the rich drug dealer niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like a dirty block standard vibe. It was more like a, you know, these are the tastemakers of the culture here. You know what I'm saying? And this was before the culture was even a thing in terms of battle rap. So it definitely was like an eye-opener to me, and just that you could actually merge those two elements, which is the street and the industry, and it can be dope. So when I saw that was the energy, I felt like that was something I could deal with, because my whole thing back then with battling was I didn't want to do nothing that looked corny. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't want to battle on some, like you said, fake shit. No, shout out to BT, but just, you know, the energy, because he said BT fake shit. They just were doing a different level of it. I was coming from the street part where I wanted to, you know what I'm saying, I wanted niggas to feel my pain and my story at the same time of getting some money. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So when I realized I could make money by just basically swagging on a nigga, you know what I'm saying, and having some bars, I realized that was a lane.
Yeah. You know? Your skill set, I remember vividly. You had a, you know, you're a highly skilled MC. You had a battle rap style where you'll be battle rapping a nigga, then you might hit him with a line or two of you might be battle rapping a nigga, and you might hit him with a line or two of some written or whatever, and then you'll break out into your freestyle set. And you had a flawless freestyle. Did that come natural to you, or did you have to work at that?
Nah, I mean, like anything, I definitely had to work at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I think it came more natural to me than others. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like one of those things where it's inherent. It's almost like if you're in a fight and you know, you just like you start to develop skills to win. You know what I'm saying? So when you're in these fights where it's either kill or be killed, you know, if you see an opening, you're going to go for the opening. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it really is. Like people leave themselves open, and I'm an adaptive fighter. So I learn as I go. So when I see somebody left, oh, this nigga keeps dropping his jab, boom. You know what I'm saying? Or dropping his, you know, this nigga keeps, you know, laying on the ropes. You know, like, so it's basically like if you learn as you go and it's a competitive sport, then you learn your opponent as you go. So when he says certain things and you realize you can rebuttal that, you know what I mean? Boom. You know what? Ooh, I'm going to hit this nigga with this rebuttal, then I'm going to get right back to my writtens. Because it's just about variety and about knowing how to, you know, be creative with your punches.
Yeah. Tell me what the Fight Club did for you, because I know from being a fan of it, y'all were going places. You, 40 Cal, Sam Scar, and I don't know, maybe Aaron Solomon. It could be more, but y'all was really
more.
getting big. Yeah. I'm
Paulo
sure I
the
left something out.
was there, Arsenal was there. All of these niggas was there. They just wasn't winning. Shout out to them. It's my niggas, though. Shout out to them, but, you know.
Yeah. So a lot of the guys from the URL, you knew them prior to them becoming stars? You knew a few of them from the Fight Club era?
Oh, yo, I know, like, in reality, first of all, battle rap as a world is small. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you're in the battle rap community, I mean, everybody knows everybody, really. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might not know them in terms of a real life standpoint. And like you said, like, I've been living a different lifestyle than these niggas. So usually I don't be around, you know what I'm saying? But I show up to events and shit because I love the culture. But in terms of just having the camaraderie that a lot of battle rappers have nowadays, when I grew up, it wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we wasn't cool with niggas we was battling. It's like if I'm battling you, it's because I'm trying to destroy you. You know what I'm saying? Like I want niggas to not like you after I finish battling you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's only because we was playing for those kind of stakes. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we was looking at it as like, this is our chance to get on. This is our real chance to be a voice to the world and the culture. So we wasn't playing with that shit on some WWF type shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for real, hello. It's not a game to us. Like, that was a real thing. But now the sport has evolved. You know what I mean? Like, it's evolved as a sport now where you see the same niggas that's battling that night might be sitting there kicking and having a drink before the battle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I heard. Yeah. What who would you consider to be your nemesis throughout your career? Who like you
I wouldn't give nobody that much credit to say that they're my nemesis. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have some stands.
You say you got some stands. Okay.
But, you know,
breaking up just a little bit.
No, I said I've had some stands that have been like overly obsessed with and involved with my career of trying to sponge off my life. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely never had anybody that was of so much competition that it was like, oh no, I gotta watch out for that. Like, nah. The only niggas that you can even say that I've had close battles with have honestly been like Mook, and I was on. Oh yeah, somebody saying who won between me and Mook, and I was on. Say that again.
They said honestly, between you and Mook, who won?
I mean, this is what's crazy, like how the culture's evolving, because I felt like that night, honestly, I was so mad because I felt like he won that night. And I only felt like that because the energy in the room felt like that. But when you want to be real about it, then shout out to, I see my Wolf P have on some Harlem shit. For people that don't know my history, I've been in Harlem longer than I've been in Jersey in terms of, like, I moved to Harlem when I was 17. You know what I'm saying? And I would be going back and forth playing in the AAU tournament, staying with my aunt, etc. since I was like 14, 13. So it's like I was already embedded in the streets of Harlem. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I knew all of these niggas. Now the rest of these niggas don't know where I'm from and don't know my history of, you know, running around 8th Avenue, Drew Hamilton projects, back and forth through Harlem, Trenton, all of these type of, they just knew I was some guy from Jersey. So they don't know, you know what I'm saying, that it was really a uptown Harlem versus downtown Harlem battle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They didn't know it was Fight Club versus Smack. That's the way that battle really was. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want me to win because Mook was repping Smack and I was representing Fight Club. And it was the first time that basically two of the rappers from the, you know, competed. So that's the way they were looking at it, I think, more so than me. I was just looking at it like, yo, I want to get off on this nigga because people in the streets are acting like he could fuck with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what wound up happening is that basically the crowd element and the fact that, you know, you bring your whole block and y'all rehearsing the punchlines, dot on you this and dot on you that, and everyone's acting it out. It looks entertaining on camera when you see niggas doing a choreographed performance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I think nowadays a lot more fans understand the culture and they understand how to judge battles. So I actually got like a majority people saying I won vote now, when back then there was a lot of other motherfuckers that was saying that he got me. So that's what makes it a classic battle. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. We got classic things going on. We got a project that's actually coming out that's ongoing where we do like a spoken word battle back and forth type of thing. So shout out to Mook. Definitely one of the pioneers, one of the greatest to ever do this. So I'm just grateful to still be in the conversation of greatness. You know what I mean?
You play AAU ball. Give me some names of somebody worth mentioning that you played against. Was you getting busy?
Oh, yeah, I get busy. Andre Barrett. My man.
Okay, that's right. That's Seton Hall.
Yeah, my man used to play for Gaucho. We played for Gaucho together. A Butter, my man, you know, he's a legend in the street. You know what I'm saying? I came up in the era with Allie Moe, you know, rest in peace. Muggsy, I don't know if you know who Muggsy is. He was another great New York guard. I mean, all of them. Felipe Lopez, you know what I mean? I don't know if y'all don't know, he was like a Dominican phenom that was jumping out the gym. And, you know, I played for Bob Hurley, fucking Coach K, you know, came to one of my joints before. You know what I'm saying? So,
you said you played for Coach Curley from St. Anthony's?
Yeah, hell yeah. Bobby Hurley.
Yeah.
Bobby Hurley was a good dude, and he actually gave me some good pointers on my game, you know what I'm saying? And but really when I got to college, like you said, I just started pimping. When I got to college, I started really like smoking and partying and hanging out, and I really got to the point where like I didn't love the game as much as I thought I did. You know what I'm saying?
What school did you go to?
I went to Florida A&M.
Oh, the Rattlers.
Yeah,
that's a historic black school, right?
Yeah,
that's a historic black school, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
See, this is what I love about my job, man. I love
uncovering the shit, right?
I love uncovering shit, man. My platform is based on hip hop, sports, and fashion. And I love it when I encounter an MC with a basketball background, man. When I met John Adon, me and that nigga talked about basketball for an hour before we even cut the camera.
Okay.
Word. What you got going on right now, 2018, outside of battle rap? You got any you got any appearances anywhere doing? Tell me.
Got some big shit going on, man. Well, I just did something with BET yesterday, actually. Which is in promoting the Apollo movie. I mean the Creed 2. Yeah. So that was with me, Loaded Lux. We brought Reed Dollars, Enes. You know what I'm saying? Just what you say?
Yeah. Bones Brigante. I seen the picture y'all took.
Yeah, him too. Weirdo. Yeah. But like, it definitely It definitely kind of went down in a way that I think people appreciate, you know, for the culture. I got new projects that I've been working on, shooting the
Breaking up.
videos for that now.
Bear with us.
What'd you say?
I said you were breaking up. You good now?
Oh, okay. No, I said I got music that I'm about to release. The Hard Way and Criminal Civilian. Those is about to both drop. I got that on you know, shout out to Empire. I just did a distribution deal or whatever. And also I got a film called The Club, which is a short film that I still haven't released, but I've been shot it a while ago and it's fire. I got my man Bodie from The Wire and that. I got Shampoo, DJ Radio, Jeezy, Jazzy Joyce, just a lot of the actual tastemakers from the club. And that movie is just about the club and just making fun of the characters that niggas play in the club. So I got a few creative projects that I'm really looking to just get in the light now. You know what I'm saying?
Correct me if I'm wrong. If my memory serves me correctly, you was one of the first guys to get an actual one of the first battle rappers to have a record actually spinning on like Serious satellite radio and shit like that.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think out of my era for sure. But
Yeah, that's what I mean. Out of your era. I remember like right in the middle of battle rap, and I was listening to one of these music platforms, and I'm like, oh shit, he got a song.
Yeah, nah, like no funny shit. When I really got into the light like that, like when I was getting on MTV and I was getting these looks that made people be like, hold up, who is this nigga? I think I didn't take advantage.
Breaking up.
Hello?
You broke up just a little bit. You good now?
Okay, now I said when I was at that position where all I had to do really was just flood the game with music, I was in a situation where they were basically telling me, no, hold up. Let's present your shit the way we want to, which is the traditional way, which the game had changed. You know what I'm saying? So it got to the point where I realized, too late that it's a momentum game. You know what I'm saying? And after I had built all this momentum up of, becoming like a damn near household face and name on MTV with Fight Club and this and this and that, I took about 8 years off from battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Off from promoting myself as a brand. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it just was a blessing that my name still, I guess, kept getting residual traffic because of these battles were so classic. So it was almost like they wouldn't let me die, as an artist. But it's like I kind of fell back. I didn't even really want to do it anymore. But it's like this, like Jay said, like the streets won't let me chill.
They saying in the comments, you sent Jen off to an early grave. He was never the same again.
Well, you know what? Shout out to Jen, man. Jen is actually a really smart guy because what he did was he did exactly what I told him to in the battle, and it worked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he moved to China and he went platinum.
So that's what happened to him.
Yeah, he's in China and he went platinum. So shout out to him, man.
Who were you? Which one of these hip hop artists were you aligned with? You were signed to somebody at a point in time, right?
Ludacris.
Were you Ludacris?
Yeah. DTP.
That's what I thought. I almost said T.I. Okay, it's Ludacris. How did that come into play? How did you land in that situation?
Well, basically, I was getting courted, I guess you could say, or spoken to by a bunch of labels, but they just came to the table the most official. You know what I'm saying? Like they came to the table and basically, like when I met with DTP, they flew 10 people to the meeting. You know what I'm saying? The whole staff, and they basically everything I asked them for, they gave me. You know what I'm saying? And I asked them for shit that I didn't even think I would get. So the reason why I did that deal though wasn't just the money. The money was a lot. You know what I'm saying? The money was more than I thought I could get from any label. But what I didn't really factor in was the things that I don't want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? That's just the negative things that make an artist feel like he made a mistake. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I definitely learned a lot, and I did it not because of just the check or because it was the name of Ludacris or whatever. I did that because, in my understanding, Luda.
Mm-hmm.
And DTP did things to build themselves as a grassroots label that came from nothing and got everything. So in my I needed that. I needed some people that can take a grassroots artist and take him from A to B. You know what I'm saying? And I think I just came around at a time when it was just too much on the plate. You know what I'm saying? It was like they had 13 different artists signed. You know, it was just I was just really another red name on the paper to the parent label. And I think that's what eventually happened, and they basically dropped all of us.
Okay. Would you ever entertain a thought of doing a major deal again?
Yeah, sure. But it just at this point, I don't know. I don't know if I could sign to a rapper again. I don't know, because to me, that's why I feel like niggas was less inclined to whatever, which is confusing to me, because I'm the type of nigga where I'm a loyal guy, man. You know what I mean? If I get signed to Gully TV tomorrow, nigga, you got beef, I got beef. Who we shooting? You know what I mean? What we doing? Like, that's the way I know how to ride. So when that's not the way that somebody conducts their business or team, it kind of confuses a person like me, because I'm a go all out guy. If I'm with you, I'm going all out for you. You know what I'm saying? Like I expect you to do for me. And it's only because that's the only way I know. That's the only way you know what I'm saying? That's how I was raised. I'm not good at halfways. I don't understand how to play my position when I'm not a priority as an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, it was just like, it was what it was. It was a learning experience. I grew from it, and now I'm here,
Right. Any plans to get back in the ring anytime soon?
Honestly, I feel like this is what's crazy, like the dynamic for me. Now, I know there's a lot of people that only, want to see that aspect of me. But there's also a large population of motherfuckers that kind of feel disappointed that I've only been battling, and I'm like, dude, why are these rappers that are not as talented as you up here with records on the radio, and you fucking still worry about battling them niggas? Fuck them niggas and make it already. I've been waiting for you to make it, Jones.
Right.
So it's like, I kind of feel like on one hand I take away from my allure and greatness as an artist by battling niggas that are never gonna be superstars. Now, it's certain niggas that do got that superstar power in the culture, and shout out to them. Now, maybe we did some shit, and it was just some dope shit. The niggas like, yo, those battles, so different. That's different than me just looking at it as a job, which it is, and saying, hey, they booked me, a battle. But now it comes to a point where you got a lot of people that don't look at you as a superstar artist because you're a battle rapper. And they think, oh, well, that's the battle guy. Not that's the guy. You know what I'm saying? That's the guy that can battle. That's the guy that can write songs. That's the guy that can sing hooks. That's the guy that can play ball. They don't want to look at you as really like an all-around talent. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I need the world to be seeing me, because that's kind of how I am. You know what I mean?
So basically, you would like to put more emphasis on doing records.
I definitely would like to put more emphasis on the music and the film aspect and my acting and just really growing as a brand. You know what I'm saying?
You follow the culture, of course. Are you familiar with did you get a chance to watch the Tay Rock and Jay Mills battle?
Shine and Jay Mills. You mean K Shine and Jay Mills, right? Or you mean both of them separate battles?
K Shine and Jay Mills. Yeah, did you get a chance to check that one out?
I didn't check either one of them out yet, but I definitely want to. I heard Mills got George Washington, man. I hope it's
He said George Washington. Yeah, I kind of heard the same. I just trying to make sure I'm getting a few opinions on it, but yeah, you think I don't think it's wise for guys to jump in and out.
damn, bro. Your shit is well low.
Good?
Hello?
Good now?
Not really. You sound mad low, and now it's just a black screen with the circle spinning. But you said you don't think it's wise for guys to just jump back in the ring like that?
Yeah. Like some guys to jump in and out of the battle rap culture and shit. I think that's proved to be fatal with everybody who's tried that. I think Luck's the only one that got a victory as far as jumping in and out. But
it's not true, bro. It just feels like that.
You said it just feel like that?
Think about it. Out of all the battle rappers from the original era that came back, me, Iron Solomon, Charlie Clips, everybody that you can name that's like right now that's been from back then, they've all came back after years and are still the top battle rappers.
But Jay
Mills.
This is first time battling since Smack.
This is what I think people got to realize, man. Jay Mills was never a battle rapper, yo. That's what rappers had to do back then, to get on.
Oh, okay.
That's it. Okay. Jay Mills ain't never been in no battle rap league before. He battled Murder Mook on Smack DVD on the corner. He battled niggas in Daddy's house on a TV show because that's what they have niggas doing back then. All right, you rap against you rap against you. They didn't say y'all are battle rappers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I think the misconception is that like people just generalize things so they could try to understand them. And I think the misconceptions are just so false with battle rap that it's just mind-blowing to me. It's like people are like battle rappers can't make songs. Nigga, the top selling rappers of all times were all battle rappers.
Facts.
Eminem, battle rapper. DMX, battle rapper. Yeah. Jay-Z, battle. Him and Jay battled. You know what I'm saying? Like, them niggas battled back in the day. That's how you got on. That's how you rep your hood. That's how you showcase your talent, is in competition. So these people don't really understand the origin of battle rap. They don't really understand what it takes to get on coming from the East Coast as an MC. You had to battle, man. That's hip-hop. Period. That don't make you a battle rapper. But just if you get successful at it and you become somebody that actually is good enough to where the world could pay attention to you for that, then people think they can define you as that. And it's like, no, bro, like, you know what I mean? And sometimes you just got to put it in their face. And that's why I feel like that's where I'm at now. I can't just say this. I got to show this. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Biggie Smalls battle, Busta Rhymes. Everybody that's a real hip-hop legend battle rapped. Period. So people just got to wake up and really get in tune with what's really going on and stop thinking that, you know, you can just categorize people because you don't understand how to look at people as stars. Some motherfuckers are just stars, bro. Period.
Well, I like the perspective on that. You're totally right. All of the greats did come from a battle rap background. Yeah, everybody that you named.
Yeah, man.
we got some people in the audience that you was definitely on point with that. So yeah.
Appreciate it.
Before we get up out of here, I want you to go ahead and answer some questions, man. We got a few people in the chat room and shit. I'm pretty sure they'll like chop it up with you a little bit before we get up out of here. So
okay.
Go ahead, y'all. Shoot y'all pitch at Serius Jones.
Ask away. He said, stupid people need categories. That's true. I feel you. You got to know what the fuck you to classify something as, huh?
Yeah, it looked like he's buffering. So we're going to have to take what we got. And inshallah, we can get back in here with Serius Jones again sometime real soon, man, to talk this hip-hop culture. Subscribe to the channel, The Real Gully TV on YouTube. Make sure y'all hit the button so y'all get the notifications. www.seriousjones.net. Make sure y'all visit the site. Serius, we buffering, man. I appreciate your time. I think we got, gave people a nice little taste of what you're doing lately.